Hey, welcome to The Cave, where we discuss geek-related news, comics, movies, games, and basically who can kick the snot out of who. Today we'll be discussing DC's Bloodbath Monday, so stick around, we'll get right into it. Hey guys, welcome back to The Cave. As I said, this is where we discuss geek news, like I said, comics, movies, games, anything related to that. Right now, you guys are very privileged if you're watching this. Because right now, you know how many subscribers we have? No. 0. So thanks a lot if you're watching this. God bless you. So, Bloodbath Monday. This went down at DC Comics. And you'll understand why they called it Bloodbath Monday. As of Monday, they let go, laid off, fired, whatever you want to call it. These people are gone. 600 employees from DC Comics. Yeah, my hair stands up every time I think about cutting all those creative people loose. This has gone far. I mean, they went from the big staffers, the senior staffers. For example, Editor-in-Chief Bob Harris. You had the editors from the Black Label, DC's Black Label, which was making them Monday. They got cut. This is even far rippled out to comic legend great Jim Lee. Yeah, Jim Lee. Even he felt it. He's no longer a publisher, as far as DC stated. He's still the creative chief officer, which, thank God, he's still with them. But this is hit everyone hard. Creators, you have editors, all the people that you're not even aware of that help create these great stories and put them out there. It's just gone. They're just out. I understand that due to DC moving to Burbank, California, there's a law there that if you get laid off or something, they still have you working or pay you for 3 months, which is great for those guys and gals that are creating. This is shocking. It is. I mean, it comes on the heels right before this upcoming weekend where DC has their huge event, their DC fandom, which is going to be an immersive, virtual fan creator interaction. And you're going to have people that work on their movies, the stars of the TV shows. I mean, everything. Interactive programs that they have and projects that they're coming out with. So to say awkward is the least. The interaction between DC and the fandom after this dropped on Monday. Now, I understand that it has also hit retailers who were already leery. They had mixed feelings. See, during the pandemic, when the pandemic hit, things got crazy for everyone. Every industry. So, DC, out of nowhere, well, not out of nowhere, but rumors have it that they've been planning to do this for a while. But they broke away from Diamond Distribution. And they decided to go through Midtown Comics to distribute, and I believe it's called USCBS. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but they're going to distribute through them. Now, retailers were already leery about that because that cut into their sales due to the having to close down and reopen and then starting to get back up. And I heard also that Diamond was hitting them hard on their shipping prices. So a lot of them were saying, hey, we're trying to get back up on our feet, but we can't do it like this. And now DC pulling this move to go with different distributors. All the retailers have said the same thing. They've had the same problem, which is one word: delays. Now, we don't know if it's due to the COVID policies that the mail service is having or if it's something to do with their new distribution method. Time will tell. Now, I'm a DC fan. I'm a Marvel fan, but I'm a DC fan, and this is just I mean, this completely sideswiped me as a fan. We don't know if how many books DC is going to continue to publish. They may only publish the characters that they have due to the HBO Max service. It's a streaming service that they've been pushing, which the Snyder Cut is going to be, I guess you could say, the flagship introduction to that streaming service, because that's the one that everyone's been looking forward to. Now, we don't know, like I said, if the books are going to be related to just the characters that they're pushing and promoting on HBO Max. In one sense, it's smart, but in another sense, overall, the way it's being presented with the firing and changing distributors and all this whatnot, you're hitting people in the pocket, retailers, and they don't know. They don't know how this is going to play out for them. So you have that. This reminds me of back in the 90s when Marvel was bankrupt. You would have sloths of just departments just cut, just clean cut. That's why in the 90s you had multiple books where you only got 1 to 2 issues and issue 3 never came out. Why? Because that very day you had a team of lawyers that would come in and hand out pink slips, and everyone was gone. And that's what was going on in the 90s with Marvel. And back then I remember, because I used to work at a comic book shop in New York, and when all that was going on, the creators would come in, the guys that worked at the company, and they would tell us, hey, listen, that New Mutants book, forget it, it ain't coming out. The second issue. I'm like, why? The whole department got cut. A group of lawyers came in and just gone. So, and I know it's crazy because you see what Marvel is now, and this was before the Disney purchase. I mean, had you said this to anyone 25 years ago, when Marvel declared bankruptcy, that this is what Marvel was going to be, they'd have called you insane. No one saw this coming. So basically, with DC, I hope to God that this is just the same thing, that this is just a rough transition into new things, but this is undeniably a tectonic shift of what's going on. So here's hoping that they continue to be able to produce the books. I hope that they're able to continue to employ and bring back the artists and the creative people if they utilize them in other ways. I don't like seeing people out of work, especially my favorite artists and my favorite medium and things like that. I'm sure a lot of you feel the same way. So we're going to be keeping an eye on this, seeing how it goes. Hopefully the next episode we may even go review DC's fandom, see how that goes this upcoming weekend. So we'll see how that goes. In closing, again, thank you so much for joining us on our first episode. We hope to continue making more. If you have any ideas, any comments, please, by all means, leave some in the comments. Hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. And thank you so much for watching. You may be the only one watching, but thank you. I'm your host, JLIONS. We're filming!